Hello, beautiful people. Let's go red. Cornell swept Harvard this weekend, advanced to the semis in the ECAC men's hockey playoffs, so I'm stoked about that. It was a good weekend. Anytime you beat Harvard is a good weekend. Anyway, welcome back to another Bangs audio review. This is going to be a different one today, actually. I haven't really done too many comp videos, but that's what this is going to be. So we'll get as much detail as we can without running tremendously long, because I have not done reviews for the Myer Audio CKLVX D41 nor the Aful Performer 5. And Aful is the way you're supposed to pronounce it. Thanks to my friend for letting me know about that. Aful Performer 5, Myer Audio CKLVX D41, and the Truthear Nova in there, which I have a full review on. If you want to check that out, I'll link it in the description. But yeah, these three sets have one thing in common. Well, a couple of things in common, really. But most importantly, they are all single DD 4BA sets. And that is why the Kiwi Ears Quintet and Timmy's Chopin are not going to be in this comp, because Timmy is short a BA. No offense, buddy, you're still in my top 5, so don't worry. And the Kiwi Ears has, I think is maybe a PZT or an EST. Can't remember. Anyway, that's been reviewed too. They're not the same. So I wanted to stick with 3 models with the same exact configuration. Actually went so far as to put very, very similar cables. These are Triple Win Zoni cables in 4.4, and this is the TAC Obsidian Litz cable, also in 4.4. Tips are all the TRI or Tri-Clarion tips. So they all have the same tips, roughly the same cable for the comp, and that's how I did the testing. The testing was on the FIO K11. It was also on the TA22 from X Duo, which is the hybrid tube. And just for fun, the little Kiwi Ears Allegro, which came last week, which is just a really fun little DAC amp for $60. Hard to complain about this guy. Power's a little on the low side, 70 milliwatts out of single, 155 milliwatts out of the balanced, but it's still going to power most all IEMs and even some easy to drive headphones. I'll do a separate review for this. It'll be a short one, but yeah, I like it. It's a nice little dongle DAC. So other thing these have in common is that they are all on sale on AliExpress during their anniversary sale, which started this morning at 3 a.m. No, I was not up because I'm not spending any money on this sales cycle. I need to take a little break, and I've got plenty to keep me busy. So, but if you are, you will definitely want to know that with coins and coupons involved, the Nova, and this is all on AliExpress, the Nova dips below 110. I think mine was like 109. If you have more coins, it could get even lower. The CKLVX 169, but again, if you have more coins, I think you can probably get it down closer to 160. And the Aful Performer 5 does get below 150 with enough coins, just sort of barely below. So use those coupons, use your coins. You're getting extremely, extremely good deals for all 3 of these. Now, insofar as how they are different and how they're similar, right? Because that's what we want to get to with the comp video. In my opinion, probably the best balanced set, and this is just overall frequency response, is going to be the Aful Performer 5. It is extremely balanced. Now, for me, that doesn't make it my favorite. That's just what it is. It has enough bass, but not over the top. Not enough bass for me personally, but enough bass, I think, for non-bass heads. Mids are very clean and clear, and the treble is fairly well extended. It's not a highly resolving set, but at 150 bucks, I wouldn't expect it to be like as resolving as like the Aful Performer 8. Honey, I'm recording a video right now. I love you, but I can't talk. So not as resolving as like its big brother, the Aful Performer 8, but you know, it's like that's $400. This is $150 right now, so you got to leave some room to go up the ladder. So for balance, the Aful Performer 5 gets it. For definitely like overall like bass satisfaction, a little bit more resolving and a little bit more exciting, that's going to be the CKLVX D41. That thing is alive. I mean, it's just got so much great energy. It's a little darker. It's not as bright as the Aful, so that's something to keep in mind. But it doesn't mean it's not detailed. It has plenty of detail retrieval. Excellent soundstage. Sorry, Aful Performer 5, I would say above average, but not excellent soundstage. It's got good height, width, and depth. The CK41, which is what I'm shortening it to because it's too much. The CK41 definitely has superior soundstage and height, width, and depth. It's a very immersive sounding set, despite not being super bright. I know sometimes soundstage goes hand in hand with that, but in this case, the CK41 kind of defies that because it's a very immersive sound. And then, you know, coming in third, insofar as just everything goes, the Nova. But still, if you can get this for 110, it is outstanding for that price. I think for 150, you're starting to run into some better sets for that money. But as far as 110 goes, kind of crushes just about everything else in that price range that's normally priced, you know, around 110. Huge difference though. If you go with stock cable, it's still going to be a really good value. Here's the problem. This is the first time I've actually experienced something like this, where the cable swap made a gigantic difference, and that is with the TAC Cables Obsidian Lits. It turned this into a much, much better IEM than it was before, and I really liked it before. I think I might have had yeah, no, I did have a Zony cable on it. Either the Zony or the Zoe or the Amber. One of the triple win cables helped it out quite a bit, because that cloth cable, that cloth covered cable is microphonic, and it's, I don't know, it's just not too lively. Having the 4.4 and a better cable, 4.4 termination and a better cable makes a difference on these. So, all right, let's add another 20 bucks. In this case, it'd be 30, but 20 for a Zony would be fine. Then you're looking at putting out about 128, 130 for it. I still think it provides an excellent value for that price too. So highly recommend getting a 4.4 balanced cable if you can with this. If not, at least a different 3.5. Zonies all come in 3.5 too. It really opens them up, really gives them more dynamics. They're not as flat, and like, you know, it's a Harman clone. With the 3.5 included cable, they do sound a little bit flat. So cable swap is imperative on these. But yeah, that said, still, you know, if you get them for 130 with the new cable, with the different cable, then I would consider them to be, I would highly recommend them for that price, actually. I think they're an excellent IEM. They are a Harman tuned IEM. So if you like that kind of thing, which I can if it's well done. I do if it's well done. Goodbye, for sure. Of the three sets, by far, well, not by far, all right, by a bit, by a relatively significant amount, the CKLVX wins for me, because of the fact that it has a really present, really detailed, really focused mid-bass. The quality is off the charts. The sub-bass extends quite far. So in other words, rap and hip-hop with those sub-bass notes, and the sub-bass synth, you know, one of my test tracks being Slaughtered to Prevail, the track is Agony. The timing is between like 225 and 245 when you get two different hits of that sub-bass synth. These guys present that so well, like so well. Whereas the Aful and the Nova, just it's kind of there. With these, it's all the way there. Like the only other set that presents them that well is the Hades, to be quite honest. And the Hades is tuned, whereas bass is what it does pretty much exclusively. So the fact that this set can almost keep up with that is really seriously impressive. It still stays balanced throughout. Now, yes, bass emphasis, sure. But can you still hear vocals? Are they still clear? Yes. Are they still detailed? Absolutely. Male vocals have the weight. Female vocals sound maybe a little bit more intoxicating than crisp and clear, but still very, very good. And the treble is extended enough so that they're not a completely dark set. And you still get detail retrieval, and you still get that immersive soundstage. So for me, that's the complete package. For $165-ish on sale right now, no brainer, all day long. One of the best $200 range sets, if not the best $200 range set I have ever had in my ears. So that gets the highly recommended. It beats out the Aful because of that bass response. The Aful is great in every other way, and it has a nice bass response. It's just more polite. And it maintains balance, and it's got a brighter signature. So if that is more up your alley, then it's the Aful Performer 5 that would be more, I would say, enjoyable for you. So if you like a brighter set, little less bass, little more balance, then that's the one. So you may like that one better, and that's fine, because that's what this whole hobby is about. Vive la différence. And then the Nova, excellent value. But you will have to, if you want to fully enjoy it, switch that cable. So that puts it closer to 130. Aful's under 150. You're talking $20 difference. I think the Aful is definitely a superior set for the extra $20. And the existing cable on this is actually very good. It's a 3.5, but no complaints. The only reason I switched it to 4.4 was for the comp. So everything was as close as possible. And we're just looking at the difference between the IMs themselves. And that's it. Like that's your CKLVX D41 from Myer Audio is my number one. And it actually currently is my number one IEM. I'll do a quick top 5 ranking in the community post, but that's number one, and the Eden Golden 2, Eden 2 Golden is number 2. 3 is the Aful, 4 is the Chopin, 5 is the RDT10. There you go. That's 1 through 5 for me. Nova doesn't quite make it. So yeah, that's going to be it. The sale goes on, I think, for a few more days on AliExpress. I know Hi-Fi Go is also doing a sale, but CKLVX from Myer Audio is only available on AliExpress right now. It's the D41 because they have a much less expensive CKLVX. It's kind of confusing. Make sure you get the D41. It's about $181. Then less your coupon, less your coins, it's going to get closer to $160. Aful's on there. Nova's on there. Where there are other links available, I will include them. I don't think I have an affiliate link for this one. Maybe for the Aful. I'll include that if it's available. You can use that or not at your discretion. But of course I appreciate it. And shout out to whoever bought the NX7 Mark IV because you made me my first commission. That really brought a smile to my face yesterday. So thank you. Whoever that was, thank you. And that's it. I love y'all. Happy shopping. Nothing but peace to you. We'll see you.